All right, guys, we are back. It is Saturday, January 9th, and it is Wildcard weekend. And we got a special one this year because we have 3 games each day because of COVID and everything, and they weren't sure what was going to happen with the season. We got 7 playoff teams from each division this year. So we get 3 games today, 3 games tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. We got some NBA mixed in there. I'll take a real brief look at that. There's a ton of college basketball. There's only a few games that I like. We'll take a quick look at that. But today is football. It is Wild Card weekend. This is maybe, if not the best football weekend of the year, this is like a top 3 football weekend of the year. Wild Card weekend is always awesome, and it looks like it's going to be even better this year because of the additional games. Now, a quick look back at Thursday. Now, here's the thing. We're still chipping away. We're making our way back up. We're, slowly chipping away. We're looking for that big jump. We're going to get it, but right now it's a slow work back to the top. Sixers, however, disaster strikes. Kyrie's ruled out, so no Kyrie, no KD. You get a gut feeling like there's no chance that the Sixers shouldn't smoke this team, so that is why they're going to lose. But screw it, we're going to ride, we're good. Then Seth Curry gets ruled out. Not good. He has been a lightning rod this year. I love him. He's been so good. Then you find out, halfway through the game, he's got the cocoa. Fucking coronavirus. I hate you. Anyway, now the Sixers end up getting blown out. Nobody plays well. It's awful. They have a game today. This is who's questionable today due to contact tracing. Obviously, Seth Curry's not playing today. Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, Danny Green, Shake Milton, Matisse Thybulle, Vincent Poirier, and Paul Reed. So, not exactly who's going to be playing today. I guess we'll get Ben Simmons and Dwight Howard. And is Mike Scott back? Is he still on the team? I'd love to see him. For some reason, I love him. I'm not touching that today. I'm just throwing that out there. But enough of the Sixers and the mess that's going on right now. Other than that, now we were 0-2 on our NBA picks, which unfortunately happened to be our locks. We had the Sixers to cover 4. They got crushed. And the Lakers -5.5, they also got crushed. That line was a trap from the start. I couldn't figure out why that line was as low as it was. And, well, Vegas knows. And I should have been able to read that. For that, I apologize. College basketball, however, we did pretty well. College basketball, we were 3-0-1. We had Illinois -6.5. They covered. Gonzaga -17. They won by 17, so that was our push. Iowa, Maryland over, and Indiana, Wisconsin over. 3-0-1, 3-2-1 on the day. Unfortunately, that brings our locks to 3-10 for the year. We got to get that back on track. For the year on picks, 27, 36, and 3. Like I said, we're chipping away at that deficit. We're going to get back up there. We are going to get positive. We might get even today. We'll see. For the year on locks, Chrissy Moneyline locks 1-1, Shawnee Sizzle 5-6, and Stevie Player Props 1-6. Like I said, I'm 3-10. So we all got to step our game up. That's the bottom line, and we will. And it starts today. So just to jump right into this, the Shot Shotgun boys, I feel they're a little apprehensive today. I am excited as an excitable person. I need to reel it in a little bit today. Need to not just, I'm like a kid in a candy store when I see a weekend like this. Compose myself and think, is it too good to be true? And maybe fade the public a little bit, maybe fade myself a little bit. We'll see. You'll see where I'm going with this. Shawnee Sizzle, he's got 2 parlays for us. He's got a touchdown parlay and then his can't miss parlay of the day. Little ones. I'm telling you, he's nervous today. I don't know why. I can't figure it out yet. Jonathan Taylor and Josh Allen, both anytime touchdowns. You're going to have to bet that one on FanDuel. Same game. And his can't miss of the day, Bucks and Seahawks money lines. Seahawks, I love today, by the way. I love them more than anything today. That's all he's given us today. We'll get to his locks soon, but that's all he's got for us today. Stevie player props, he's toning down a little bit too, but he's got a little bit more. I feel like I'm ready to bet everything today. Anyway, all right. We got a 3-game parlay coming from Stevie player props. Bills -6.5, Bucks money line, Seattle money line. We got a kicker parlay from Stevie player props. You know, if anybody's going to give you a player prop parlay that is kickers, it's going to be Stevie. All right, this one you got to bet on DraftKings. It's the only place I'm seeing these kicker props. Tyler Bass under 7.5 points. Jason Myers under 6.5 points. Ryan Suckup under 7.5 points. He's going under on everything. All kickers. I like it. I hate unders, but they've been performing. Okay, and I like the idea of a kicker parlay. All right, then we got his prop lock parlay here. Antonio Gibson over 47.5 rushing yards. Devin Singletary more rushing yards than Nyheim Hines. Now this is another one you're gonna have to bet on DraftKings. They do some weird kind of like a this or that type of prop bet. So Devin Singletary more rushing yards than Nyheim Hines, and then Cam Akers over 64.5 rushing yards. Got one more from Stevie. This is an anytime touchdown parlay. Stephon Diggs, Chris Carson, Antonio Brown. I love that. I think all three of them get in the end zone. I loved all three of them to get in the end zone today, period. I'm looking at props with AB because the way that Tom Brady tries to take care of this dude and just go to him over and over and over and over, he's going to put up some numbers today and definitely a touchdown, at least one. All right, so now we will get into my parlays and props before we give the straight up picks and then the locks. So I got 2 same game parlays today. First one is the Colts and the Bills. Here we go. Here's where the fade might start to come in. Colts plus 6.5. I've thought about this game all week. There's absolutely no reason that the Bills should not trounce this Colts team, especially looking at last week where, I mean, the Bills scored like 900 touchdowns against the Dolphins in a must-win game for the Dolphins, which really wasn't a must-game win for the Bills. The Colts got up big on the Jags and let them creep back in. They ended up winning by 2 touchdowns, but it was, I don't know, it was a weird game. So there's no reason that the Bills should not just destroy the Colts. That's where the fade comes in. Colts plus 6.5. Under 51.5. Jonathan Taylor anytime touchdown. Josh Allen anytime touchdown. Phillip Rivers under 263.5 yards. He's not going to throw the ball a ton today. And Jonathan Taylor over 77.5 yards rushing. I think he has a big game. I think Rivers maybe 20 passes today. They're going to run it down the Bills' throat. I don't know if they can win this game, but I think it's close. I think it's a lot closer than people are anticipating, and I think we keep it under 50 points. All right. Buccaneers, Washington football team. Again, fade. Everything is lining up for the Bucs to obliterate the football team. Alex Smith probably isn't playing today, or maybe isn't playing today. Taylor Heineke is going to be playing quarterback. Why wouldn't the Bucs destroy this team? The Bucs, just like the Bills, peaking at the end of the season. The football team backs into the playoffs because the Eagles sit Jalen Hurts. No way should the football team be able to keep this competitive. So they will. Football team plus 7.5. Under 44.5. Terry McLaurin and Antonio Brown, anytime touchdowns. Ronald Jones, over 56.5 yards rushing. Just a little side note. Tom Brady has struggled against the NFC East more than any other team in his career in the playoffs. Lost 2 Super Bowls to the Giants and a Super Bowl to the Eagles. Only one that he won was the first one against the Eagles. That's 1-3 right there. Take that for what you will. All right, I got a couple more parlays here, then we'll do the straight up picks, and then we'll do the locks. All right. So I got, quarterback rushing touchdowns, defense special teams touchdowns. I love. Got a parlay of each today. Quarterback scorer parlay, Brady, Russ Wilson, Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett comes in on short yardage downs, quarterback sneaks, things like that. I think he gets one in the end zone today. All right, defensive special teams, touchdown parlay, Colts, Seahawks, football team. If the Colts and the football team are going to have a chance in these games, it's going to have to come from defense and special teams stepping up. Now the Colts do have a legit offense. Football team, they got some weapons on offense, but it's not great. But they're both going to need the special teams or the defense to come up with a big play today to keep it close, and I think that happens. All right, straight up picks today from me. Colts plus 6.5 and under 51. Seahawks -3. Football team +8, +7.5, whatever you're getting at. I like them both, and under 44.5 points. Give you a couple basketball picks on because I love basketball. Maybe some of you guys do too. I know it's a football weekend, but we'll still get these picks off. Hawks -5 at Charlotte. Mavs -6 against the Magic. Blazers -6 at the Kings. College basketball, Gonzaga -32.5 against Portland. Texas, West Virginia over 140.5, and Ohio State, Rutgers over 138.5. We'll see. I'm so focused on football. I looked at these basketball picks. I don't love the NBA today, really. I like those picks, but the college, there's so many games today. It sucks because it's a great college basketball day, but those three games I love. All right, locks of the day. Chrissy Moneyline Locks is back again. I hope he can roll with us for a little while now. Seahawks -3. Sean has Bucks -8. Seahawks money line. Stevie props. Bucks money line, and I got Seahawks -3. That's the only game I'm in love with. It's tough because obviously the Bills, the Bucks, they're the obvious picks. Are they too obvious? I don't know. It's Wildcard weekend. There's always dumb upsets that don't make any sense. Putting it in order, Colts, I think, have the best chance. Football team #2, but I really think they both cover. I think they both have a small chance to win. We'll see. If the Bills destroy the Colts, I'm giving them a shot against the Chiefs. Right now, I think the Chiefs and the Packers are almost locks for the Super Bowl. We'll see if the Bucks can handle business today. Maybe I'm giving them a chance against the Packers. I already beat them once this year. All right. So, the wild turkey shortage. So we're going old granddad bonded. I reached out to Wild Turkey. We're having negotiations about a potential sponsorship deal. We'll see what happens. They've been a little bit cold. Not gonna lie. They're playing hardball. We'll see. But I want my Wild Turkey. And like I said, maybe it's because of me that it's not available. I don't know. Now, one of my all-time favorite beers, maybe #1 on my list, Tro's Nugget Nectar. Always comes out this time of year. It is phenomenal. Had a couple of these last night. This year's batch is excellent. So I thought, what better for Wildcard weekend than smoking a Nugget Nectar? So here we go. We got Seahawks -3, baby. Today, we chip away a little bit more, get that record looking a little bit better, and get ready for tomorrow. We're going to have a lot of great action tomorrow, too. This is just such a good weekend. Wildcard weekend is always good, but this year especially, 3 games both days. We got a game on Nickelodeon, and I'm pretty sure SpongeBob is doing commentary on it. So, if you can, check that out, because that's probably going to be awesome. But, all right, I love you guys. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's a big one. That's good, though. All right. I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Let's make this money.